28 seconds. That is all it takes for a normal morning to turn into a nightmare. Look at this footage. This is Varna Airport in Bulgaria. The man in the yellow shirt is 28-year-old Lars Mittank. At 9:30 a.m., he walks into the airport medical center calmly. He has his luggage. He has his passport. He is simply a tourist trying to fly home. 45 minutes later, he bursts out of that room as if the devil himself was chasing him. He leaves everything behind. His phone. His wallet. His ID. He sprints across the terminal. He runs across the parking lot. He climbs a 2.5-meter fence topped with barbed wire, and he disappears into a dense field of sunflowers. He didn't look back, and he has never been seen again. What happened in those 45 minutes? What did he see inside that room that made him choose the forest over civilization? To understand the panic, we have to rewind 1 week. Lars Mittank, a German power plant employee, arrives in Bulgaria with a group of friends. They are headed to Golden Sands, a resort town famous for cheap alcohol and endless parties. For the first few days, everything is normal. Lars is described as relaxed. He's eating, he's drinking, he's watching football. But the atmosphere shifts on July 6th. Lars and his friends are at a McDonald's. Words are exchanged with another group of German tourists. The topic? Football. Lars is a fan of Werder Bremen. The other group supports Bayern Munich. It seems trivial. A drunken argument over sports. But later that night, Lars gets separated from his friends. When he returns the next morning, the fun vacation is over. He claims he was hired by the rival fans. He has been beaten up. His jaw hurts. His ear is ringing. He visits a local doctor who delivers bad news: ruptured eardrum. The doctor is clear: you cannot fly. The cabin pressure could destroy your hearing forever. July 7th. The day of departure. Lars faces a choice. His friends offer to stay with him. They don't want to leave him alone in a foreign country with an injury. But Lars insists. Go, he says. I'll take the antibiotics. I'll heal up, and I'll catch a bus or train later. So, his friends get on the plane. Lars is now alone. This is the moment the genre of this story changes. It shifts from a vacation vlog to a psychological thriller. Lars checks out of the resort and takes a taxi to Varna. He checks into the hotel Color. It is cheap, located in a rough part of town, surrounded by brothels and shadows. Without the safety net of his friends, Lars begins to crack. That night, the phone calls begin. He calls his mother in Germany. But he isn't speaking normally. He is whispering. He tells her the hotel is strange. The people are strange. He tells her to cancel his credit cards immediately. Why? They are trying to rob me. They are coming to get me. He packs his bags, then unpacks them. He hides in the elevator because he thinks the hotel staff is monitoring him. At one point, he tells his mother that 4 men are following him. He asks her, what is cefuroxime 500? Cefuroxime 500. This is the antibiotic the doctor prescribed for his ear. It's a standard drug. But in very rare cases, combined with alcohol or head trauma, it can cause severe side effects. Restlessness. Paranoia. Psychosis. Was Lars actually being hunted by football hooligans? Or was the chemical mixture in his blood creating phantoms in the shadows? He spends the entire night awake, terrified, waiting for an attack that never comes. July 8th. The sun rises. Lars survives the night. He takes a taxi to the airport. He texts his mother, "I made it to the terminal. Everything seems fine. He just needs a doctor to sign off on his ear so he can fly or take a bus." He enters the office of Dr. Kostov. According to Dr. Kostov, Lars is acting erratic. He is trembling. Then, the catalyst. A construction worker enters the medical office. Maybe he was there to fix a light. Maybe he was there to renovate. But to Lars Mittank, in his sleep-deprived, paranoid state, this man was not a construction worker. He was an assassin. Dr. Kostov later reported that Lars jumped up from the chair. He screams, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here." And then, he runs. He doesn't grab his backpack. He doesn't grab his wallet. He runs out of the office, past the check-in counters, through the automatic doors. The CCTV captures his final sprint. He isn't running to something. He is running away from something only he can see. Lars scales the fence. He lands in a field of sunflowers. Witnesses say he kept running until he reached the tree line of the forest. And then, silence. Police use drones. They use cadaver dogs. Private investigators hired by his family have combed that forest for years. Nothing. No bones. No shredded yellow shirt. The theories are endless. Did he swallow drugs to smuggle them and begin to overdose? Did the punch to the head cause a delayed brain bleed, leading to irrational behavior? Or was it simply the perfect storm of antibiotics, isolation, and fear? Some truckers claim to have seen him. Some say he is living in Bulgaria as a homeless man, memory wiped clean. But the footage remains. A man running for his life from an invisible enemy. If you are out there, Lars, it's time to come home. This is Dormant Files. Subscribe for the next investigation.